It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Hello to all. Welcome to Divas That Care Network. I am Joyce Benning, and I will be your host for this very invigorating, robust lifestyle show. First of all, I'd like to thank each one of our listeners that have tuned in live today and the ones that will be listening to the recording on a podcast. I am just so very grateful for each one of you listeners. And I am just overly excited today to have with me an incredible diva, Naomi McDonald. And you are in for such a special treat today because she is an author in Diva's upcoming book, soon to be released, Animal Prints on My Soul. Oh, my listeners, you are in for some really good information today. So, Naomi, could you please introduce yourself to our listeners?
Oh, yes, I would love to. And I want to say thank you so much for having me. And I'm so excited and honored to be a part of Paw Prints on My Soul. When they asked that I submit a story, I just couldn't wait. I thought it was just awesome. But I am Naomi McDonald, and I am an animal communicator. I've been practicing animal communication since 2005, and I'm an energy healer. And so the work just flows together. And my story in Paw Prints on My Soul is a boy, a horse, and undying love. And it is about a mother and her 14-year-old son whose horse was stolen a year prior to when she found my name and calling me. And through the power of intention, through the use of imagination, through visualization techniques and inspiration, we were able to, or she was able to, find this wonderful horse and reunite him with his person, this young man. And so it was just a beautiful example of the synchronicity of life, of how our prayer, setting the intention and feeling what we want, can synchronistically bring things to our world and have them happen. So it was definitely, or it is definitely a feel-good story about a boy and his horse and undying love. Yes.
Oh, how beautiful. Wow, have you ever intrigued our listeners to want to read that story? Because, oh my goodness, for the horse to be gone, you said about a year already. Oh, wow, that was incredible. And then how to feel what you want, and they found it and reunited. Oh, what a beautiful story that will be. Oh, I can't wait to read it. Oh, Naomi, wow.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
How do you feel this story has had an impact in your own life since you wrote about this story?
You know, I've studied metaphysics, quantum physics, a lot of self-help through the years. And I've heard so many times about set our intentions, think about what we want, not what we don't want, the power of feeling, bringing our feelings, staying in a positive type of mode. And so what this particular story did, this interaction with the boy and his mom and the horse, relieved any doubt about that. It was what I have felt and learned through my time as an animal communicator, when I'm questioning myself, when I'm questioning divine law, so to speak, when I hear different spiritual theories, it seems like it's an animal that will come in as a client or a friend or something like that will teach me and give me a truth or a value in the teaching. So this particular story really taught me that the power of our intention, the power of the focus of our minds and hearts are very, very powerful. And it was beautiful. You can see the steps through the story of the synchronistic happenings. This happens with calling this one, this happened there, that happened there. And it was like a divine presence or God or whatever you're comfortable with was just narrating and pulling the strings and fulfilling the people's desires and feelings and intentions. And in so they were reunited. And so it was truly beautiful.
Oh, that would have been beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, the power of focus, you said the power of focus of mind and heart, just the focusing on that they wanted to reunite with that horse and thinking about their horse and bringing it back into their family. And wow, what an impact and what a joyous reunion that would have been, or that was when they reunited. Oh, that is just incredible. I just love that. And I'm sure I can only imagine how it must have felt too for you. What a reward to see how you had helped these people to realize that the power of focus of mind and heart and what it could do, the power of it. So, it was rewarding all the way around for all of you, it sounds like to me.
Well, it was. And I had, in my first animal communication class that I took in 2002, she talked about the golden cord and connecting the cord and seeing the animal home and feeling how happy you're going to be when the animal is home instead of worrying and fretting about the fact that he's gone. And I really hadn't applied that a whole lot in my practice. I could see things, describe things where the animals were, and I would have to say maybe 50%, sometimes 40%, I could find a little inkling that would lead them to their lost pet. And so this particular instance was one of the very first situations that showed me how correct and right my teacher had been in instructing us to use the power of intention, and how that was equally as powerful as running around in houses or looking under your, going from place to place to place and finding your animal and bringing it home. And once, it was like that was ordained for me too. So I was thrilled to have them united, but I was also thrilled to have an example of that be shown to me so powerfully. And now it's part of my everyday practice. It's something I suggest to anyone who calls me with a lost pet. That literally, that instance, that horse, that boy, that mother changed how I work in the realm of really everything.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. What living through it like that had such an impact on your life. Now it's kind of changed how, like you said, it changed how you started to do things when anyone called about a lost pet. Oh, that is just absolutely beautiful. Well, I have to ask too, when you were asked to be a part of Animal Prints on My Soul, was this the story that immediately came to your mind? Was this the one that was speaking out to you that you needed to share with others?
Yes, it was. And I I don't get a lot of lost animal calls, but I do get a few, and also the power of our mind and our thoughts and our intentions and our feelings are so profound and can be used in every sense, in every part of our daily lives. So I felt like this would be the story that would benefit everyone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
And then all the stories in the book are just so lovely. And I really, through the years, have come to the conclusion that the more people can know and understand how animals come into our lives to teach us examples of this, like this story. They teach us, compassion. They teach us so many things that are not seen on the surface, that if the more words, the more stories, like all of the stories in Paw Prints on Our Soul, the more of that's out there and that we understand it and that word is spread, I think there wouldn't be another abandoned or mistreated animal in the world if people really understood what animals come to give to us.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%. Totally. Because if we would just step back and realize what they are offering us, what they are trying to help us with, what they are trying to teach us with. I mean, the list goes on and on. It would be absolutely beautiful if people would just take the time and realize what that animal is doing in their lives, because it is totally incredible. Oh, how I agree with you, Naomi. That was beautifully said.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, Naomi, I want to thank you so much. And is there anything else you would like to leave with our listeners about your story, about anything, about yourself? I would like for you to please let our listeners know how they can connect with you. So they're going, okay, I hear your interview. I'm so excited to read your story, and I would love to connect with you. What is the best way for them to connect with you, along with anything else you would like to leave with our listeners from this interview today?
What I would like to, because if someone is listening, then self-help, self-growth, learning and growing is what it's all about. And so I want to thank each and every person, like you did in the beginning, for being here, for taking your time, because you're not only helping yourself. Every time we get a little tidbit of something that helps our soul, or we find a way to help someone else, every time we do that, we raise our vibration and we raise our frequency, and really we're helping the planet and we're helping everyone around us. And so I want to join you in thanking everyone for listening and being a part of the Divas That Care Network. I think what you do is absolutely fabulous. And my email address is Naomi, B as in boy, McDonald, McDonald, @gmail.com. And my website is the same. It's NaomiBMcDonald.com. And I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear your animal stories.
Oh, how beautiful. Oh, what a great message to end with. I love that. And we appreciate you so much for being a part of Divas That Care. It's women like you that make Divas That Care what it is, and we love that. Thank you so much too.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yes.
You're so welcome. And I would once again like to thank all of our listeners for listening to this absolutely incredible interview with an amazing, amazing diva, Naomi McDonald. And please share this show with all your family and friends. And very soon, The Divas That Care book, Animal Prints on My Soul, will be released. And be sure and check out Naomi's story, along with 25 other authors that are in the book sharing stories about their animals. It will be absolutely incredible. And be sure to check out all the other hosts and their shows on divasthatcare.com. Have an absolutely fantastic, and remember the power of focus and mind and heart. Remember how important that is. And I want to wish everyone very happy holidays, and give your animals a great big extra hug. Be kind to all and share all your love with your animals too. Until we connect again on Robust Lifestyles, stay strong and healthy.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.